Part 10. Fantasy, I rely on my mobile phone to pretend to be the Emperor. Author, Beside Ermaren. Chapter 91. Ding dong, the exchange store has been refreshed successfully, please check it yourself. Just as he was thinking about it, the system's voice sounded again, and Suju also opened the exchange shop. I don't know if the preaching function is worth turning on, but you definitely can't miss the redemption store. Tao and Shinai, a one-time spell, the preaching function can be used, the effect of listening to the sermon is doubled, 30,000 points. The first item made Suju frown. This technique was aimed at those who listened to the teaching, but it would not benefit him, but it cost 30,000 points. Thunder rolling, a one-time spell, after use, it can summon a thunder tribulation from heaven and earth, which can kill the Lord Tien, 50,000 points. The second item was also a one-time spell, but the effect made Suju very satisfied. He didn't have any powerful means in his hands now, so this spell came at just the right time. Breaking Spirit Pill, after taking it, you can improve yourself to a realm, valid below Yangguan realm, 5,000 points. Dragon Forging Stone, a strange stone. Use this stone to forge a dragon soul, which can be upgraded to 1 level and earn 20,000 points. Although the remaining 2 items are not as amazing, they are equally useful. Especially the Spirit Breaking Pill. Now Suju is still 3 small realms away from the Yangguan realm. After breaking through 2 more small realms, he only needs to take this pill to directly reach the Yangguan realm. The Dragon Forging Stone is not bad either. Now the purple dragon in the purple dragon sword is only 1 step away from transforming into a dragon. If it is forged with this Dragon Forging Stone again, it will definitely succeed in transforming into a dragon. Let's buy them all first. Ding dong, the host spent 5,000 points and successfully purchased the Spirit Breaking Pill. Ding dong, the host spent 20,000 points and successfully purchased the Dragon Forging Stone. Ding dong. The purchase of 4 items cost a total of 105,000 points, but for Suju, who already had millions of points, it was just a drop in the bucket. Next it's time to record the video. He still needs to earn points now. Although the preaching function is expensive, he still has to use it once to see the effect. Thinking about it, Suju left the Shilling Pagoda and came outside, and found that it was raining. Since it's raining, record a short video of a walk in the rain. Turn on the recording function, Suju transformed into a handsome young man in white. The sky was constantly raining, and raindrops kept falling on the young man. The young man paused slightly, stretched out his slender white jade hand, and let the raindrops fall on his hand. Not long after, the palms were filled with rainwater. At this time, the young man frowned slightly, and a ripple emanated from his body. Suddenly, the whole world seemed to have stopped, and the rain in the sky also stopped one after another. The young man continued to move towards walking away, only a back figure was left. But the next second, the camera changed, and the rain that had just stopped falling started to move again, but it did not fall down. Instead, it gathered together, like a sharp sword, and headed towards attacking the sky. Wow! Soon, these rain swords broke through the sky, and the dark clouds in the originally rainy sky suddenly dispersed, and it was clear sky and white sun again. At this point, the video ends. Suju didn't know what to think about this video. But it doesn't matter, anyway, his silk will help him figure out what he wants to think about. Even if he can't figure it out, it's not his fault, it's the fans themselves who have poor understanding. After the video was recorded, Suju thought about it again and then clicked publish. Ding dong, please give your upcoming video a name. The Ancient Emperor's Walk in the Rain. Ding dong, the naming is successful. Do you want to use the advanced recommendation ticket? Use. The video The Ancient Emperor's Walk in the Rain has been released successfully, please check it out. Suju nodded and didn't bother to check. Now he just needs to wait to collect the points. The next step is to use the dragon forging stone to forge the purple dragon sword. Suju thought, then took out the purple dragon sword. Master, I didn't expect you to have the dragon forging stone. Zijiao's soul flew out, and his eyes lit up when he looked at the dragon-forged stone in Suju's hand. The dragon-forged stone is not very important to the dragon clan, but to a creature like him who is about to successfully transform into a dragon, it is a treasure. Now he has 2 horns and his body has transformed into dragon scales. He just needs to grow 2 legs to truly transform into a dragon. Are you ready? Suju asked with a smile. Come on, master, you're welcome, come and spoil your subordinates. Zijiao closed her eyes, with a hint of urgency on her face, which made Suju twitch the corner of her mouth. If this guy succeeds in transforming into a dragon, he won't turn into a female dragon, right? In that case, here it comes. Bang! Suju said, waved his right hand, and a furnace cauldron suddenly appeared in front of him. He didn't know who this furnace belonged to. Anyway, it was given to him by his fans. Every time he finished practicing, there would be a lot of things sent by fans in his treasure box, both good and bad, and he had no time to check them. Fire, start. Suju, who was already at the level of a 6th grade weapon refiner, directly activated the formation in the furnace, and a raging fire suddenly ignited. Enter the tripod. Swish. Suju secretly shouted, and the purple dragon sword and the dragon-forged stone flew into the furnace. Then Suju pinched the magic formula in his hand, and the talismans were driven into the furnace cauldron, causing the dragon-forging stone and the purple dragon sword to merge. Suju is refining weapons here, and the world of Dingtian is bustling with activity. All the disciples obeyed the order and entered the 10,000 realms. Senior Huanggu had just released a new light and shadow, and they all went to observe it. What are you still doing? Why don't we go to Wanja to watch the new light and shadow of the ancient predecessors? This time we must get the top 3 in the rankings. Senior Huanggu has posted a new video, go and occupy the building. The video that Suju had just released was soon known to everyone in the world, and the sect leaders of the major sects also gave orders. No matter what you are doing, no matter how important it is, put it all down and observe the light and shadow of the ancient predecessors first. 5 minutes after posting light and shadow, the number of likes on the video has already reached 1 billion. Within 10 minutes, the number of likes exceeded 1.5 billion. In half an hour, the number of likes reached 3 billion. But after seeing this light and shadow, many people are confused. Who can explain to me what Senior Huanggu wants to express? I am stupid, please give me some advice. With the strength of my little venerable, I haven't understood the mystery of it even after watching the light and shadow. Senior Huanggu is worthy of being a venerable god. I have to watch it a few more times. Not to mention those great emperors and little venerables, even those great venerables were frowning at the light and shadow walking in the rain that Suju had just released. What does the other party want to express? It must be more than just letting them enjoy the rain scene, there must be a deep meaning in it. General, can you see the purpose of this light and shadow? Lin Weiyuan looked at Wu Lingyuan and asked _Fei. Lu reminds you, 3 things about reading, collecting and recommending. Fantasy, I rely on my mobile phone to pretend to be the emperor. Author, beside Ermaran. Chapter 92. Looking at the light and shadow of the ancient emperor, Wu Lingyuan frowned. This light and shadow is unremarkable and full of randomness, but since the ancient predecessor sent it out, it must have a deep intention, Wu Lingyuan said. Lin Weiyuan and Ao Tianmo nodded. Since they haven't seen it yet, it must be because they haven't understood it yet. The rain fell like countless sharp swords, but with a flip of his hand, the ancient predecessors made the rain reverse and defeat the dark clouds in the sky. Could it be that he wanted to tell us that as long as our Dingtian world unites, We can defeat the demons. It is indeed possible. Now that the demon passage is open, it is like the endless dark clouds filling our heads. This rain is ourselves. If we can condense it together and form a sharp sword, we can tear these dark clouds apart. No, no, I think Senior Huanggu has a deeper meaning, but we haven't seen it yet. Then the three of them secretly speculated that if they knew that this was just a video Suju casually shot, they would probably vomit blood. In addition to Wu Lingyuan and the other two people who were guessing, everyone in the world was also guessing what the light and shadow wanted to express. Suddenly, people across the world began to discuss it, and Suju's video became popular again, with the number of likes soaring rapidly. Roar. As a dragon roared, a powerful aura erupted from the furnace, and a dazzling light shot straight into the sky. It worked. Suju's eyes lit up and she looked around. Rumble. Then Suju saw a 100-foot-long purple dragon flying in the clouds. The dragon's aura was released, and all the beasts in the mountain trembled and prostrate on the ground, daring not to move. At the same time, in the furnace cauldron, the purple dragon's sword was suspended in the fire, and a cold light suddenly appeared, seeming to tear the surrounding space apart. Master, I succeeded in transforming into a dragon. At this time, the purple dragon that was flying in the sky came to Suju, his eyes full of excitement. He had practiced for thousands of years, just to transform into a dragon, but he never succeeded until his death. Instead, his soul was refined into a sword spirit. Now he has, with Suju's help, he succeeded in transforming into a dragon, which was considered a wish he had had for many years, and his respect for Suju could not be greater. As long as you succeed in transforming into a dragon. Suju nodded with satisfaction. The aura emanating from this purple dragon is equivalent to that of a powerful emperor, which also means that he has a powerful emperor beside him to protect him. Although there are so many powerful emperors in the Dingtian world, but it is still much stronger than him, a monk in the wind and fire realm. Thanks to the master's help, this subordinate will definitely remain faithful to his master until death, Zijiao said. The corner of Suju's mouth twitched. You are a damned one who will stay with you until death. Stop talking nonsense, let me see how powerful you are first. Suju said. The purple dragon sword appeared, and the dragon's soul was integrated into the sword. Suju felt a powerful force after taking the purple dragon sword. This purple dragon has completely surrendered to him, otherwise with his realm is simply difficult to control. Swish. The next second, Suju waved a sword energy and quickly moved forward. He. The speed of the sword energy was extremely fast. Suju could only hear a few tearing sounds. Before she could react, she saw several mountain peaks in the distance suddenly vibrate. Rumble. Immediately afterwards, these peaks fell silent and were directly cut off by Jiankai Lanyao. The entire mountain became lively because of the collapse of the peaks, and countless birds and animals were running around. So strong. Suju was a little surprised. He didn't use any spiritual power at all. He just waved his sword casually. Unexpectedly, those mountain peaks were cut into pieces like tofu. But think about it, now that the purple dragon has successfully transformed into a dragon, he is quite powerful. For the powerful emperor, how can these mountains block the sword energy released by the opponent? Not bad, not in vain. I spent my points to buy the dragon forging stone. Suju nodded with satisfaction. For the time being, his personal safety will not be threatened by wild beasts in the mountains. After continuing to play with the purple dragon sword for a while, Suju put it away and took out the shilling pagoda. Where is the purple dragon sword? Sometimes the little loli in the pagoda is fun. I didn't expect it to have so many likes. While hugging the little Lolita, Suju also opened the video. It has only been about 5 hours since he helped the purple dragon sword forge the dragon, but the number of likes on the video has already reached more than 7 billion, and the growth rate is not yet stopped. Now I have more than 1.7 million points in my hand. When the ranking list ends, I can try the effect of the preaching function. Suju thought secretly. After looking at the comments, it turned out to be pretty much what she thought. She didn't even understand what this video meant, but there was a group of people in the comment area who guessed what she meant. Some of them were quite sensible, and even got caught up in the discussion. There were more than 300,000 replies under one comment. When a person is powerful enough, even if he sneezes, he can be thought of in various ways. Suju smiled slightly, and after watching it for a while, he felt bored, and simply started to learn spells. These days, he has been improving his realm, but he doesn't know many spells. Academic spells are not for fighting, just for fighting. Let yourself be lazy and don't have to create special effects. Just like that, the deadline for the likes list has quietly arrived. Ding dong, the like list has ended, please check it yourself. Venerable Jolan, 150 million likes. Venerable Sikongyuhe, 148 million likes. Venerable Emperor Shi, 147 million likes. Venerable Lubo, 102 million likes. This time, Suju didn't see any acquaintance among the top 10 on the list. And compared with the ranking of the previous video, this ranking is not at the same level at all. But Suju didn't care about this. He only cared about the number of likes on his video. 1184. Get rich. Seeing this number, Suju couldn't help laughing. In this day, his number of fans has reached 12.1 billion. Although it is not as much as the increase in the previous few days, it is definitely a lot. Since you have so many points, let's use the sermon function once. Seeing the 2 million points on his account, Suju also opened the comment area, left a comment and pinned it to the top. Tonight, I will open the dojo and preach to you. All you need to do is open up all realms. After this comment was left, Suju also opened the option to choose rewards for the top 3, and chose the most appropriate rewards for the 3 of them. However, Suju's comment soon became popular in Dingtian World and the explosion in 1,000 small worlds _s. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Fantasy, I rely on my mobile phone to pretend to be the emperor. Author, Beside Ermaran. Chapter 93. See it? Senior Huanggu just commented under the light and shadow that he wanted to open a platform to preach for us. Sermon? Really or not, Senior Huanggu is a heavenly lord. If such a strong man can understand the sermons, it will be of great benefit to future cultivation. Can this still deceive you? Just tonight, anyone who pays attention to Senior Huanggu can listen to his sermons. Senior Huanggu is so great that he actually preaches to us for free. Many powerful people in the sect still have barriers to preaching. This news soon spread to the Dingtian world, and everyone was excited. Especially the people of the 3,000 small worlds, whose strength is not as good as that of the big world, and whose cultivation resources are also inferior, are now able to listen to the sermons of the ancient emperor together with the people of the big world. It is definitely a rare event. General Pavilion. Senior Huanggu, what does this mean? Why are you suddenly opening a pulpit to preach? Lin Weiyuan frowned and said. Senior Huanggu said before that we need to survive the calamity of the demons ourselves. Now it seems that he is only helping us improve our strength in disguise, Wu Lingyuan said. However, this emperor is very curious. How does the ancient predecessor preach in the world? Is he releasing light and shadow again? Ao Tianmo's eyes were full of curiosity. Lin Weiyuan and Wu Lingyuan shook their heads. How could they know this? Anyway, they could just wait to listen to Senior Huanggu's sermon. After the order was passed, everyone put down what they were doing for the time being. They must not miss Senior Huanggu's sermon in the evening, Wu Lingyuan said. Lin Weiyuan and Ao Tianmo also sent orders. They must not miss Emperor Huang's first sermon. It would be best if they could break through to Lord Tian. At this time, Suju suddenly felt a little regretful. I hurriedly posted a comment and pinned it to the top. The opening stage is okay, it just requires points, but what will I say then? Suju frowned. This is not like recording a short video and letting others make guesses. During the sermon, there will be countless strong people present. If he can't explain why, what he said may even be if others successfully refute, then the persona he just created will collapse directly. It doesn't matter if the persona collapses, the key is that the 1 million points he spent may also be wasted. We can only talk about it then. Suju secretly thought that now the news may have spread throughout the world, and it would be impossible for him to regret it. In this way, time passed little by little, and soon it was around 8 o'clock in the evening. Ding dong, does the host consume 1 million points to start the preaching function? Turn on. Suju took a deep breath and nodded in agreement. The next second, there were only more than 1 million points left out of the original 2 million points. Ding dong, the sermon function is on. Wow! After the system finished speaking, the scene in front of Suju suddenly changed, as if he had entered another world. The place is lush and lush, with countless fairy plants growing around it. Various monsters and beasts are flying across the sky. A large number of neon lights are brightly lit in this space, just like a fairyland on Earth. Is this a preaching space? Suju has read the introduction of the preaching function. Once it is turned on, you will enter the preaching space and will not be affected by the outside world. And in this space, Suju is the master. All he needs to do is move his mind. Everything in this space will be destroyed, even the Lord Tian. Ding dong, the preaching space has been opened. Do you want to open the channel to let others enter? Open it up. Rumble. After Suju finished speaking, the world collapsed, and dozens of space cracks suddenly appeared, connecting the worlds and attracting others. Seeing that the passage had been opened, Suju did not hesitate and hid herself as soon as her mind moved. At the same time, all the monks who were paying attention to Suju received a message one after another. Ding dong, the ancient emperor has opened the sermon channel. You have met the requirements for listening to the sermon. Do you want to enter the sermon space now? The monks from all walks of life who were waiting patiently, their eyes lit up when they got the news. Although they don't know why the sermon space connects all realms, they can't care about that much. Let's go in first. Let's go. I don't know how many people will listen to Senior Huang's sermon this time. Wu Lingyuan looked at Lin Weiyuan and the two, then closed his eyes and entered the sermon space with his soul. Swish. The next moment, when Wu Lingyuan opened his eyes again, he found that he had arrived in another space. This is, another world opened up by the ancient predecessors. Looking at this space, Wu Lingyuan was a little surprised. Although she knew that Tianzun had the power to create the world, this was the first time she had seen him. I didn't expect so many people to come. But soon Wu Lingyuan frowned. At this time, the skyline of this space was already densely packed with people. You couldn't even see the side at a glance. There were at least 1 billion people. And as time went by, more and more people are showing up. Fortunately, the space is large enough, and even with so many people, it still doesn't seem crowded. Is this the preaching space created by the ancient predecessors? The rules of heaven and earth in this world are sound, and Senior Huanggu is indeed a heavenly lord. Senior Huanggu, why haven't you shown up yet? In order to listen to today's sermon, I waited in Wanja without practicing for a day. It won't have any impact if you don't practice for a day, but if you miss the sermons of the ancient predecessors, you will regret it for the rest of your life. Look at the sky, it must be the ancient heavenly dragon. I didn't expect that there are such existences in the space of the ancient predecessors. Is this an extinct fatal fruit? It is said that this fruit matures once every 100,000 years, and after taking it, it can bring people back to life. I never expected to see it again in my lifetime. The whole space became lively, especially when they saw the various treasures around them. Everyone was drooling. Each of these treasures of heaven, materials, and earth is priceless, and they have even become extinct long ago, but here, they are growing wantonly like wildflowers and weeds. Now they finally understand why the ancient emperor was so generous. It turns out there are so many treasures. However, although everyone was drooling, they did not dare to have the slightest intention of taking it. They did not want to seek death. Suju, who was hidden in the space, smiled slightly when she saw this scene. She didn't show up in a hurry and continued to wait. He has tens of billions of fans. Although it has reached more than 5 billion now, half of them are still there. Just like that, another quarter of an hour passed. Seeing that the number of people had reached more than 8 billion, Suju was too lazy to wait any longer. Ding dong, pulpit. Rumble. As the system finished speaking, a series of roars suddenly sounded throughout the space, and an extremely powerful momentum erupted from the sky. Fantasy, I rely on my mobile phone to pretend to be the emperor. Author, beside Ermaran. Chapter 94. Look, what is that? The people below noticed the changes in the sky and looked over. In the clouds, several heavenly dragons appeared, and a huge thunder whirlpool appeared on the sky. In the whirlpool, there was a stone. The stage slowly falls. Roar. At this time, 9 heavenly dragons with a length of several thousand feet roared together and headed towards the stone platform from 9 directions. Boom. The next second, under the cluster of 9 dragons, the stone platform slowly fell, and finally landed on top of the 9 dragons, and a figure also fell from the sky. That was the ancient senior. I didn't expect that I would be able to see the 9-headed celestial dragon walking on the platform in my lifetime. How strong is the senior? Even the ancient Tianlong can only stand up for the ancient predecessors. This is something that has never been seen before. The juniors greet the ancient seniors. There were bursts of exclamations, and the most shocked one was probably Ao Tianmo, the leader of the Dragon Clan. As the leader of the Dragon Clan, he knows how proud the Dragon Clan is, but now, Tianlong, who is even more powerful than him, is actually willing to stand up for the ancient emperor. One can imagine the strength of the other party. Suju looked at the reactions of everyone below and smiled in her heart. Everything in this preaching space is systematic, and it only looks powerful in this space, but in fact it is just to support the scene. But that's not important. What's important is that you can scare these people below. Now that you are here, please take your seats. Suju sat cross-legged on the Taoist platform, and his voice resounded throughout the space. I will obey. Everyone bowed their hands and saluted, and then turned into streams of light and flew towards the stone platform in the sky. The stone platform looked small, but when everyone came to it, they found that it was as vast as a continent. Even now there are billions of people here, but it still doesn't seem crowded on the stone platform. Everyone's eyes are looking at Suju in the middle, who is sitting cross-legged on a stone pillar surrounded by dragons and phoenixes. Dressed in wearing a Taoist robe, there was no expression on his handsome face. Although he did nothing, it made everyone feel a little suffocated. This should be the original soul of the ancient senior. Chu Luying looked at the ancient emperor in the distance with bright eyes. Although she had already met him in Luying Mountain, she was just a clone. Seeing that everyone had arrived on the stone platform, Suju also spotted Chu Luying among the crowd, with a slight smile on her face. Luo Ying, take a seat here. Suju waved her right hand, and Chu Luying found herself being carried by an invisible force, over everyone's heads and to the front. This is Emperor Luo Ying. I didn't expect that Senior Huang would let her go to the front. Is there anything strange about this?
Among the entire Dingtian world and the 3,000 small worlds, only Emperor Luying is the favored person of Senior Huangwu. I'm so envious. If I could serve in front of Senior Huangwu, this life would be enough. Listening to everyone's words, Chu Luying also had a hint of blush on her face. She also didn't expect that Senior Huangwu still remembered her. Ding dong, does the host start preaching now? Yes. Ding dong, the sermon begins, the Tao Te Ching is activated, and the host is asked to preach on his own. As Suju confirmed, an interface that only he could see suddenly appeared in front of him. Above the interface was the entire Tao Te Ching from the previous life on Earth. That's it, now I'm not afraid that I won't have anything to say. Suju breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, there was help from the system, otherwise he really wouldn't know what to say. If it is crooked, it will be complete, if it is wrong, it will be straight, if it is hollow, it will be full, if it is hollow, it will be new, if it is less, it will be more, if it is more, it will be confusing. Then, Suju's voice rang out throughout the sermon space, and nearly 10 billion people at the scene closed their mouths, knowing that the sermon had begun. For example, the way is in the world, just like the rivers and valleys in the rivers and seas. Suju's voice continued, and everyone gradually closed their eyes and entered a state of enlightenment. System, using Tao and Chinai. Ding dong, the host succeeded in using one-time magic method and Chinai. Tao and Chinai are one-time spells that Suju purchased before. After using them, the listening effect of the people in front of them will be doubled. Buzz. As the system finished speaking, Suju saw golden clouds appearing in the sky and golden rain falling slowly. The people who originally had their brows furrowed in enlightenment relaxed after being exposed to the golden rain, as if they had realized something. Man follows the earth follows heaven, heaven follows Tao, and Tao follows nature. Suju continued to read the Tao Te Ching aloud, but at this moment, several powerful auras suddenly erupted from the Taoist platform. Boom! Suju looked around and found that several powerful emperors had begun to break through the realm. Isn't the effect of this sermon a bit too good? Suju was a little surprised. It had only been a few minutes, but someone started to break through. Why did Mao listen to his sermon, but he didn't break through? Suju was speechless, but he didn't stop talking. The heaven and the earth are unkind and regard all things as stupid dogs. The saints are unkind and regard the common people as stupid dogs. Rumble. Countless auras erupted, and several strong men broke through the realm again. All things in the world are born from existence, and existence is born from nothingness. Tao gives birth to one, gives birth to two, two gives birth to three, three gives birth to all things bear yin and hold yang, and the energy is in harmony. Suju continued to preach, but with every word, several or even hundreds or thousands of people would break through the realm. However, the people who had already entered the state of listening did not seem to realize that they had broken through the realm, and there was no noise or excitement at all. A full 2 hours passed like this before Suju said the last sentence. The weak conquers the strong, the soft conquers the strong, no one in the world knows it, and no one can do it. Boom. Another group of people broke through, Suju stopped talking, and soon everyone slowly opened their eyes. I broke through? Oh my God, what happened just now? I actually broke through 2 small realms. I actually broke through to the little venerable. I have been trapped in the 9th grade great emperor for thousands of years. I didn't expect that I broke through the shackles today when I listened to Senior Huanggu's sermon. Although I didn't have a breakthrough, I still gained a lot. As long as I practice patiently and practice this time, I will definitely be able to achieve a breakthrough. It took me thousands of years of cultivation to break through a realm. Now I have broken through a realm in just the past hour. This speed is too fast. Everyone who woke up felt the power of their own improvement and exclaimed in surprise.
Their eyes looking at Suju were full of respect. In just 1 hour, so many of them were able to break through. Only Senior Huanggu could do it in this world, right? That's it for today's sermon. Suju looked at everyone and said calmly. Fantasy, I rely on my mobile phone to pretend to be the emperor. Author, beside Ermaran. Chapter 95. After hearing Suju's words, everyone at the scene stood up one after another. Thank you, Senior Huanggu. The voices of tens of billions of people echoed throughout the space, and even Suju was startled. Go ahead. Then Suju waved his hand, and the figures of everyone present slowly disappeared. Soon, only Suju was left in the entire space. Ding dong, the host's sermon is over. Do you want to check the rewards? The sound of the system sounded, and Suju nodded. He was also very curious in his heart, what kind of reward would he get after spending millions of points? Ding dong, the reward settlement is successful, please check it yourself. Swish swish swish. The next second, 3 golden treasure boxes appeared in front of Suju. Suju opened the treasure boxes without ceremony and checked them. Tianyuan Dan, exclusive to the host. After taking it, it can be promoted to a large realm. It can be taken below the Yangquan realm. Suju's eyes lit up when she saw the first treasure. I didn't expect that the reward after preaching would be so generous. Now he is in the 7th level wind and fire realm, with the Yangquan realm above it, and the Yangquan realm after that. As long as he breaks through to the Yangquan realm and takes this Tianyuan pill, he can directly break through to the Yangquan realm. Breaking through a big realm only costs 1,000,000 points, not to mention there are 2 other treasure chests that have not been opened. It is definitely a huge profit. I don't know what's in the other 2 treasure chests. Thinking about it, Suju put away the Tianyuan pill and looked at the other 2 treasure boxes. Heart of the World Fragment, unknown item, unknown effect. Celestial Order, after use, a celestial being can be summoned, which will exist for half an hour. The remaining 2 treasures made Suju frown. The Heart of the World Fragment didn't have much introduction, so he didn't know how valuable it was. As for the Celestial Order, although it can summon celestial beings, he also doesn't know how powerful it is. System, what is the realm of this immortal? Suju asked curiously. Ding dong, after Tianzun, there will be immortals. Hearing this, Suju paused and then laughed. A being even more powerful than Tianzun, he is going to be invincible. Although the summoned immortals can only exist for half an hour, there are no such powerful people in the Dingtian world now, and no one can stop them. Worth it, so worth it. For just 1,000,000 points, there was such a generous reward, which made Suju very excited. Ding dong, after 10 seconds, the host will automatically exit the preaching space, please be prepared. Suju nodded and put away the remaining 2 items. Soon his vision went dark. When he opened his eyes again, he found that he had returned to reality. What needs to be done most now is to first break through to the 9th grade wind and fire realm, and then take the spirit breaking pill and Tianyuan pill to directly achieve the Yangquan realm. Thinking about it, Suju entered the Shilling Pagoda directly. System, turn on the training mode. Ding dong, when the practice mode is turned on, 1 point will be consumed every second. When the points are insufficient, the practice mode will be automatically turned off. Now Suju still has more than 1,000,000 points, which is enough to use the training mode. Buzz. Soon, Suju entered a state of cultivation. With the blessing of the sometimes spiritual pagoda and the cultivation mode, the speed of his improvement also soared again. Suju entered the cultivation state again, and the world of Dingtian was still bustling with activity. Have you attended the sermon given by Senior Huanggu? As a result, I broke through 3 small realms. Real or fake? Are there so many benefits to listening to Senior Huanggu's sermons? I didn't catch up. I don't know when Senior Huang will start preaching again. Senior Huanggu is worthy of being the strongest man in our Dingtian world. In just 1 hour, countless people have made breakthroughs. Even those who have not made breakthroughs have gained a lot. Everyone is discussing the sermon given by the ancient emperor. Those who listen to the sermon and achieve breakthroughs will naturally be happy, while those who did not listen will regret it. However, it was this kind of word of mouth that made Suju's reputation in the entire Dingtian world rise again. Even those strong men hiding in the mountains began to be interested in the ancient emperor. Everyone in the world of Dingtian is extremely happy, but in the demon world it is extremely dull. Boom! In the magic tower, as the 8 demonic energies soared into the sky, 8 powerful auras were also revealed. At the same time, the countless demon warriors waiting outside the magic tower trembled in their hearts and hurriedly knelt on the ground, as if they were waiting for something. Ha ha ha, after so many years, I finally woke up. Bernard, can't you please lower your voice? You're disturbing me while I'm sleeping. Dingtian world, after so many years, are you ready to bear the wrath of this king? Voices sounded one after another, and 8 figures appeared outside the magic tower. I sincerely welcome your return. At the same time, many demon warriors below roared together, with excitement and respect in their voices. These 8 people are the demon generals of the demon clan, and they all possess the peak power of Lord Tien. You finally woke up. At this time, Anita's figure appeared in front of the 8 people. Ha ha ha, Anita, I know you will not give up on us. Anita, after all these years, you are still so cold. Where are Kendi and the others? Why are you the only one here? Seeing Anita, the 8 people asked with a smile. Hearing this, Anita's face darkened and she didn't know how to explain it. Please come with me to meet the person who saved you first. Anita said and flew towards the magic tower. The 8 people put away the smiles on their faces. Judging from Anita's expression, something important must have happened. When they arrived in the magic tower, the 8 people saw a man in black standing at the top of the stairs whose appearance was unclear. Anita, who is this? Was he the one who woke them up? Someone asked aloud. My lord, they are coming. Anita ignored everyone and said to the man in black. The man nodded and looked at everyone present. When they saw the man's green eyes, the 8 people were also shocked. They had a feeling. As long as the man in front of you is willing, you can let them die without a burial place. 8. Kendi and the others are dead, the man said calmly. What? Kendi and the others are dead? What exactly is going on? Did you kill Kendi and the others? Anita, have you betrayed our demon clan and the demon lord? If you can't give us an explanation today, don't even think about leaving here alive. The 8 people said, with an aura exuding from their bodies and murderous intent in their eyes. As long as the man made any move, they would take action. Just you. Boom. Ah. A trace of disdain flashed in the man's eyes, and with a wave of his right hand, the 8 people suddenly felt a powerful force suppressing them, and they all screamed and fell to the ground. Can we talk now? The man said, sitting directly on the demon lord's throne. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Fantasy, I rely on my mobile phone to pretend to be the emperor. Author, Beside Ermaran. Chapter 96. You, who are you? The 8 people lay on the ground and looked at the man and asked through gritted teeth. At this time, the 8 people were also a little shocked. They were already peak heavenly venerables, but they were suppressed by the man in front of them with a wave of their hands. Then wouldn't the opponent's strength reach? You don't need to know who I am, you just need to know that I am the only one in the entire demon clan who can help you now, the man said. What do you want us to do? The man curled up his lips, with a terrifying smile on his face. It's very simple, break into the world of Dingtian and resurrect the demon lord." These words made the 8 people stunned. Isn't this what they also want to do? But this man is obviously not from their demon clan, so why is his purpose the same as their demon clan? What's more, the other party is so powerful that he is probably stronger than their demon master. Not to mention giving in too much. Why do we need to rely on their power? What is your purpose for doing this? The 8 people frowned and asked. Boom. Puff. Just as he said these words, another powerful force fell. The 8 people spit out a mouthful of blood again, and their faces became pale. As I said, ask what you should ask and don't ask what you shouldn't, the man sneered. The 8 people swallowed their saliva. This man's power was too terrifying and he could easily suppress them. Can you tell us how Kendi and the others died? The man nodded and glanced at Anita next to him. Some time ago, Kendi and I were awakened by the adults. Guluo sacrificed himself and broke through the seal left by the powerful people in the Dingtian world. After that, all the demons rushed towards the Dingtian world. Kendi, Diur, and I opened the passage that the demon lord had hidden in order to avoid being discovered by the strong men in the Dingtian world, trying to sneak into the Dingtian world. Unexpectedly, this passage was also sealed and a strong man was sent to guard it. This man was so powerful that he killed Kendi with just a clone. In order to protect me, Diur also blew himself up and died. I was lucky enough to escape. Hearing Anita's explanation, the eyes of the 8 people were full of surprise. When did such a powerful person appear in the world of Dingtian? A clone can actually kill Lord Tian. I didn't expect that there would be such a powerful person in Dingtian world, but you don't have to worry. The man said, and a green stone suddenly appeared in his palm. Bring this thing with you. There is a clone of me inside. Even if that person is powerful, it is absolutely impossible to block my clone. Thank you for your help. Anita took the stone and found that there was indeed a terrifying power hidden in it. Once this power exploded, not even she could stop it. I will give you 3 days to prepare. If you don't set off by then, don't blame me for bloodbathing your entire demon clan. The man said with a smile. But the other person's smile was full of terror in everyone's eyes. They believed that the other party did have this power. Soon the man disappeared, and the 8 people lying on the ground slowly stood up. Anita, what the hell is going on? The 8 people looked at Anita and asked with burning eyes. Not only that a peerless strong man has appeared in the Dingtian world, but also a strong man has appeared in their demon world, and the demons have become pawns in the opponent's hands. Everyone, I don't know who this person is, but since his purpose is the same as ours, we can try to cooperate. When the demon lord is resurrected, if even the demon lord can't do anything to him, there will be nothing we can do. Anita sighed. The 8 people remained silent. Although they were unhappy with the mysterious man, Anita was right. The other party had the power to kill them easily, so what if they were disobedient? In this case, let's start preparations. 3 days is enough. The 8 said. No matter who the mysterious man is, they must enter the world of Dingtian, collect the remaining souls of the demon lord, and resurrect the demon lord. Anita nodded, and her injuries have been fully recovered with the help of the man. The damage to the soul has also been repaired. 3 days passed quickly, and there were not many changes in the world of Dingtian, but the demon clan had once again assembled an army. The demon tower. 9 figures stood in the sky. Anita's 9 people were wearing a suit of armor, looking at the hundreds of millions of demon warriors below. It's almost time, let's go. Anita looked at a passage in the sky and said. This time we must capture the great world of Dingtian. The strong men in Dingtian world probably would not have thought that we would gather all our forces to attack from one passage. Even if the strong men guarding other passages knew about it, it would be too late by the time they dare to come. After so many years, I can finally take revenge. When the demon lord is resurrected, the entire Dingtian world will belong to my demon clan. Anita nodded, in that case, let's go. Kill kill kill. The hundreds of millions of demon warriors roared together, and then they turned into streams of light and rushed toward a passage. Dingtian big world. How are you doing lately? There shouldn't be any strange behavior from the demons, right? Wu Lingyuan looked at Lin Weiyuan and Ao Tianmo and asked. There is no change for the time being. We have dispatched strong men to guard the entrances of 12 passages. There is also one passage that is guarded by Senior Huanggu personally. I hope that the demons will not dare to cause trouble. After listening to the sermons of Senior Huanggu a few days ago, we have gained something. However, it is too difficult to break through the realm of Lord Tian today. Now we have only grasped a slight opportunity. At least now there is a chance, and there is hope that we can break through to the Lord Tian as soon as possible, and we can also share the worries of the ancient predecessors. Buzz. While the three of them were talking, a ripple suddenly appeared on Wu Lingyuan's body. What happened? Feeling the energy fluctuations on Wu Lingyuan's body, Ao Tianmo and Lin Weiyuan frowned and asked. Wu Lingyuan put away the smile on his face and looked into the distance. The Panlong pillar in the Beiming Mountains is being attacked by demons. Quick support. Beiming Mountains. At this time, in the hinterland of the mountain range, there is a huge dragon stone pillar with a height of 100 feet, suppressing the demon world passage below. Rumble. But at this time, the stone pillar was constantly shaking, and cracks appeared on it, looking like it was about to break. What happened? Could it be that the demons are coming again? Everyone is ready for battle, and the demons must not be allowed to escape. This dragon pillar was a treasure awarded to the general by the ancient predecessors, but it began to break. The general must have known that he must hold on until the general and the others arrived. Boom! While everyone was talking, the Panlong pillar suddenly exploded, and countless demon warriors poured out of the passage. Fantasy, I rely on my mobile phone to pretend to be the emperor. Author, beside Ermaran. Chapter 97. Ha ha ha, Dingtian world, this king is back again. All the demon soldiers obey the order and kill them. Boom boom boom. The 9 people headed by Anita gave an order, and the hundreds of millions of demons behind them burst out with power, killing everyone in the Dingtian world in front of them. Everyone, come with me. You must block it and wait for the general and others to come to support you. Kill, we must not let the demons cause harm to the world of Dingtian. Brothers, come with me. The demon clan was killed by Senior Huanggu before and killed 2 Tianzun. Now it is just lingering. Soon, everyone in Dingtian world was fighting with the demons, making the originally silent Beiming Mountains become lively. Countless energy burst out, and the whole world was shaken by it. One after another figures fell down, and another figure stood up again. Both sides came and went, killing each other in darkness. What happened? Dingtian world just sent so many people here? Didn't it say that there is a strong person guarding this place? The 8 demon generals said and looked at Anita next to them, their eyes full of doubts. It's better to be careful. We don't know what the Dingtian world is capable of now. We should not stay away from the entrance for the time being, otherwise it will be difficult for us to escape if we are defeated. Anita frowned. Having experienced Suju's terror, she did not dare to gamble with her own life. Even with the means provided by the mysterious man, she became cautious. It is precisely in this way that although the demons with a large number of people, Dingtian Great World had no power to fight back. However, after fighting for a long time, the demon clan did not move forward more. Strange, what does demon mean? If they swarmed up, it would be impossible to stop them with our strength, not to mention they still have the 9 heavenly lords. Could it be that the demons have some plans? It's better to wait for the general and others to arrive first. Everyone in Dingtian world also noticed the strange behavior of the demons, and began to retreat one after another,
observing the demons from a distance. Swish swish swish. Not long after, a dark figure flew over quickly, led by none other than Wu Lingyuan and the others. What happened? Why did the demons stop? Wu Lingyuan looked at his lieutenant and asked. General, we don't know why, but the demons seem to be waiting for something. They just stick to the entrance of the passage and don't go deeper. Wu Lingyuan frowned and looked at Lin Wuyuan and Ao Tianmo. What exactly does this demon want to do? Lin Wuyuan and Ao Tianmo were equally puzzled. They could clearly feel that there were 8 heavenly lords among the demon clan, and there were countless great lords. Such strength was enough to sweep across their entire Dingtian world. But now the other party there was no movement at all. If there was no conspiracy, they themselves would not believe it. No matter what conspiracy the demons have, we are no match for our current strength. We should inform Senior Huanggu first. Only Senior Huanggu can solve the crisis in front of us. Lin Wuyuan said. Wu Lingyuan and others nodded, hurriedly opened the world and started sending messages to Emperor Huanggu. However, Suju was at a critical moment in his cultivation at this time. Although he heard the message reminder, he had no time to open it and check it. One day before, he successfully broke through to the 9th level Wind and Fire realm, took a spirit-breaking pill into his belly, and his realm directly reached the 1st level Yangguan realm. Then Suju took the Tianyuan pill, and spent some time to digest it successfully, reaching the 1st level realm. Yangquan realm. Now he is breaking through to the 3rd grade Yangquan realm, so he has no time to check the news. Break it for me. When his aura reached its peak, Suju roared, the spiritual energy of heaven and earth in his body exploded, and an invisible barrier was directly shattered. Boom. The next second, Suju's realm successfully broke through to the 3rd grade Yangquan realm. The surrounding spiritual energy from heaven and earth poured into his body and began to stabilize his realm. I don't know how much time passed before Suju slowly opened her eyes. Finally, he has made another breakthrough, the 3rd grade Yangquan realm. As long as he continues to practice, he can reach the Yangui realm, and then become the immortal emperor. Suju smiled slightly. A month ago, he was still an ant with no cultivation, but a month later, he was already a strong man in the Yangquan realm. Although it seemed that the training time was very short, he knew that if he followed the time, according to the time calculation in the spiritual pagoda, he has been practicing for almost 8 years. In addition, he also has no shortage of training resources, and the system helps him improve to a larger realm from time to time, which is why he breaks through so quickly. Without the system, with the speed of cultivation, I will never reach the current level in this life. By the way, Wu Lingyuan and the others seem to have sent me a message before, and they seem to be very anxious. Suju thought and opened the system to check the messages. Senior Huanggu, the demons are attacking again, led by 9 heavenly lords, and they also ask seniors for help. Looking at the sending time, according to the outside world's time, 3 hours have passed. I didn't expect the demons to come so quickly. There were 9 heavenly lords and countless demon warriors on the demon clan's side. 3 hours was enough to sweep everything away. It should be too late now. Suju thought secretly. Ding dong, Wu Lingyuan sent you a message, please check it carefully. Just as she was thinking about it, another message came in. Suju hurriedly clicked it to check. Senior Huanggu, the demons are a little strange. It has been 3 hours since they arrived in the Dingtian world, but they have been stationed at the passage and have not attacked. If this senior sees a magic light rising into the sky, I am afraid there is a big conspiracy. Senior, please help. Seeing this news, Suju suddenly became energetic. I don't know what this demon was thinking. He didn't move for 3 hours. Didn't this give him a chance? The demons are so powerful, and I don't have many means at hand now. With so many heavenly lords, it seems I can only use the heavenly immortal token.
Suju thought and took out the celestial token. Celestial order. After use, a celestial being can be summoned, which will exist for half an hour. This is the reward Suju received after turning on the preaching function. Nowadays, the only one who can deal with these demons is the celestial order. Although he still has one, thunder rolling is a one-time spell, but it can't destroy so many heavenly lords. It's a waste to use it. No need to worry, I have sent my children to help. After Suju replied, he also looked at the celestial order in his hand. Ding dong, does the host use the celestial order? Use. Ding dong, the host successfully used the celestial order and began to randomly summon a celestial being. The summoning was successful. Please check the relevant information of the celestial being by yourself. An interface suddenly appeared in front of Suju. When he saw the information on the interface, Suju froze on the spot. It's him. Fantasy, I rely on my mobile phone to pretend to be the emperor. Author, Beside Ermaran. Chapter 98. Beiming Mountains. The monks and the demons in the Dingtian world were clearly separated on both sides, with a distance of 10,000 meters in between. Dingtian world is here. General, how's it going? Is there any reply from Senior Huangwu? Ao Tianmo asked. Don't worry, Senior Huangwu just told me that he has sent a child to come to help. Wu Lingyuan smiled and said. Child? Are you kidding me? There are such powerful demons here now. Even if the boy he sent is also a heavenly lord, it is impossible to stop so many powerful people. Ao Tianmo frowned and said. The demon emperor is right. All the strong men of the demon clan are here at this time. The seal guarded by Senior Huangwu should be very safe. Why not come to help in person? Lin Wuyuan frowned and said. Since Senior Huangwu said that he would send people to help, we just need to believe it. Don't forget, if it weren't for Senior Huangwu, we would have been doomed last time. Wu Lingyuan said with some dissatisfaction. Now she has blind confidence in Emperor Huangwu, and feels that no matter what decision he makes, it will definitely be correct. Now I can only leave it to fate. Lin Wuyuan sighed and said. At this time, on the demon side, there is a soaring demonic light connecting the heaven and the earth. This powerful person in the Dingtian world is really calm. We have been here for so long and we haven't shown up yet. Yes, since they don't show up, then we will force them to show up. The magic element formation has been activated. If they don't come out yet, the fragments of the demon lord's remnant soul will be collected. If they show up, they will be looking for death. Bar. If we wait until we collect the remaining soul fragments of the demon lord and then resurrect the demon lord, the entire Dingtian world will not be able to resist. Ha ha ha. The 8 demon generals laughed, but Anita was the only one who frowned. I don't know why, but she always has a bad feeling in her heart. Can the treasure given by that adult really be able to deal with this person? Looking at the green stone in her hand, Anita's figure of Suju appeared in her mind. Anita, you are idle and bored anyway. This demonic array is maintained by the 8 of us. You can take people to kill some ants in the Dingtian world. If you can lure their strong ones out as soon as possible, we can also do it earlier. Resurrection of the Demon Lord. Seeing Anita standing nearby doing nothing, a demon general said. Okay, come on, come and kill with me. Anita did not refuse. She gave a light drink and took the lead to fly forward. The sizing demon warriors behind her followed. No, the demons are coming, everyone is ready to fight. Seeing the demons coming to kill, Wu Lingyuan and others' expressions changed, and with a light drink, everyone burst out with strength and rushed forward. Rumble. Ah. Soon, the two sides fought together again. Although there were fewer people on the demon side, with a heavenly master like Anita sitting in charge, the two sides were fighting back and forth. Even a mere ant dares to fight with me. Boom. Anita snorted coldly, and with one palm fall, Thousands of powerful men from the Dingtian world died one after another. No, they have Lord Tian in charge, and we can't stop them at all. What should we do now? The people sent by Senior Huanggu have not arrived yet, we must hold on. Wu Lingyuan and others gritted their teeth and continued to fight with strength, trying not to fight Anita head-on. It's strange, there have been so many casualties, why haven't the powerful men from the Dingtian world appeared yet? Could it be? After fighting for a while, Anita, who was still restraining her strength to prevent others from sneak attacks, frowned. Even if the powerful men of Dingtian world set up an ambush, they are almost breaking out of the siege now, so there is no reason why they haven't appeared yet. I want to see if you can come out. Anita said, looking at Wu Lingyuan, Lin Wuyuan, and Ao Tianmo who were fighting not far away. She could feel that these three people were the strongest at the scene and closest to the realm of Tianzun. Die. Swish swish swish. Anita snorted coldly, and three streams of light suddenly flew out of her hand and quickly attacked Wu Lingyuan and the others. Not good. Wu Lingyuan and the other three who were fighting realized the danger, their expressions changed, and they turned around to run away. Can you run? Boom. A trace of disdain flashed in Anita's eyes, and suddenly a huge devil's palm fell from the sky, directly suppressing Wu Lingyuan and the three of them to the ground. Is it doomed this time? The three people who were suppressed on the ground and unable to move looked at the attacking devil's palm, their eyes filled with despair. The strong ones of Tianzun were indeed powerful. With their strength, they could not even block the opponent's palm. Boom. The next second, the devil's hand fell, powerful energy fluctuations were released, and Anita also had a smile on her face. A mere great venerable man wanted to escape in front of her. But soon, the smile on Anita's face stopped, and instead she looked ahead in disbelief. How is this possible? At this time, the power after the devil's palm burst out slowly dissipated, revealing the figures of Wu Lingyuan and the others. Not only were the three not dead, but they were not injured at all. In addition to these three people, there was also a three-eyed man standing next to him. The man is holding a three-pointed two-edged sword. He has a handsome appearance with a hint of coldness. There is a black divine dog following him. Fortunately, I caught up. Suju, who was sitting in the Taoist temple, saw a curtain of light in front of him. Within the curtain of light was the scene of the Beiming Mountains. This man was the immortal he summoned, the true lord of Qingyuan Miao Dao, Erlang God Yang Jian. The man next to him was naturally Xiao Tian. Dog. This Yang Jian is indeed handsome, but he is still a little worse than me. Suju said with a smile. When he saw the summoned immortal message just now, Suju was also stunned. He did not expect to summon Erlang God Yang Jian. Although the Yang Jian summoned in front of him only had the strength of an immortal, but the other party's name was with a big head, even if he only has the strength of an immortal, he might be able to leapfrog the challenge. In his incarnation, Yang Jian has many abilities, such as the Heavenly Eye, the 8-9 mysterious techniques, the law of the heaven and the earth, and the spreading beans to create an army. Any one of these abilities is enough to be used. Kill these demons. You, who are you? At this time, Wu Lingyuan and the other two slowly opened their eyes. When they saw Yang Jian next to them, they were a little surprised. According to the ancient order of the master, come and slay the devil. Yang Jian's faint voice sounded. When they heard Yang Jian's words, the eyes of Wu Lingyuan and the three of them were filled with shock. The person in front of them is the child mentioned by Senior Huanggu. How powerful is Senior Huanggu? The child below is like this. Strength. Finally here comes someone who can watch and let you have a taste of my power. Anita also came to her senses. As soon as she finished speaking, the demonic energy in her body exploded, and a demonic sword that was 100 feet long slashed directly at Yang Jian. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Fantasy, I rely on my mobile phone to pretend to be the emperor. Author, beside Ermaren. Chapter 99. Look, that's Lady Anita's soul-killing demonic sword. It is said that anyone who is contaminated by the demonic energy on this demonic sword will be directly killed by the soul. I didn't expect to see Lady Anita perform this trick, so that kid is considered lucky. After noticing the arrival of Yang Jian, the battle between the demon clan and Dingtian Great World also temporarily stopped, and they all watched this battle of strong men. Who is that kid? Why haven't I seen him before? I look a little confused. Why is there a dog next to me? I don't know what my abilities are. That strong man from the demon clan is the heavenly lord. Can this kid catch this move? Why do I feel a little hung up? Everyone in Dingtian world looked worried. Except for Senior Huangwu, they had never seen anyone able to block Lord Tian's attack. Looking at the attacking demon sword, Yang Jian's eyes were calm. The next moment, the demon sword came to Yang Jian's head. It's over, this kid is dead, he doesn't know how to hide if he can't stop him. Could it be that he was scared out of his wits? Why would he come out with such a weak strength? Isn't this to die? Senior Huangwu, where are you? Come and save us. Seeing Yang Jian who was about to die, everyone in Dingtian world couldn't help but close their eyes, as if they didn't want to see the other person's head fall to the ground. Even Anita's eyes were filled with amusement. At such a close distance, it was impossible for the other party to dodge. If he resists forcefully, the opponent's soul will be severely damaged and his strength will be greatly reduced. Woof! But at this moment, a cry sounded, which made many people open their eyes, and then their eyes were filled with shock. What's going on? What is that dog doing? Damn it, this dog is so fierce, it actually blocked the blow of Lord Tian. Impossible, how is this possible? Am I worse than a dog? Just when the demon sword was about to fall, the roaring sky dog pounced on it, opened its bloody mouth, and bit the demon sword directly. Click. As a crisp sound sounded, a huge gap suddenly appeared on the magic sword, and cracks also appeared on the sword body. This. Anita's eyes were also filled with disbelief. If she was blocked by that man, although she would be surprised, she would not be shocked. After all, the man looked not weak. But now, her powerful attack was blocked by a dog, and her demonic energy was still being rapidly devoured by the dog. What breed is this dog? Huh, Xiao Xiao dares to make a mistake in front of Ben Zhenjun with his small tricks. At this time, Yang Jian spoke. The three-pointed two-edged sword in his hand swayed slightly, and a wave of energy suddenly swept out. Bang bang bang. The next second, the magic sword that was about to break finally couldn't hold on anymore and broke instantly. Wang. The roaring dog roared again, and the fragments of the broken magic sword were immediately sucked into his mouth. Bot, 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 bot. Then roaring sky dog chewed twice and swallowed the pieces directly, with a look of enjoyment on his face. Is this the boy sitting under Senior Huanggu's seat? Wu Lingyuan and the other three looked at Yang Jian's back in disbelief. How powerful was Senior Huanggu, but the boy under him actually had such power. In fact, they found that they had practiced for hundreds of thousands of years, and they were not as powerful as Huanggu. A dog belonging to the boy beside the emperor, this. I don't have time to play with you, so I'll take my life. Yang Jian looked indifferent and didn't give everyone a chance to think. He waved the three-pointed two-edged sword in his hand, and a stream of light suddenly hit Anita. Stay with me till the end. Anita snorted coldly, and a bone whip suddenly appeared in her hand. With a flick of the long whip, she wanted to defeat the incoming streamer. Laugh. But when the long whip collided with the stream of light, there was no gorgeous explosion scene as imagined. Instead, the stream of light directly cut off the bone whip like cutting tofu and continued to attack Anita. How can it be? Looking at the incoming stream of light, Anita was shocked. This bone whip was personally refined by her demon lord back then. It was her strongest weapon, but it was defeated so easily. No, I can't block this blow. The next second, Anita gritted her teeth and moved to the side, barely escaping the incoming stream of light. Swish. But before Anita could breathe a sigh of relief, another sound broke through the air. Anita turned her head to look, and found that at some point, there was a stream of light coming in front of her. It's over, this person is too strong. Looking at the stream of light getting closer and closer, Anita's eyes were full of despair, knowing that she could not escape. She never thought that she did not wait for the strong man who killed Kendi with his clones, but instead waited for another strong man. Even if you haven't persisted with a few moves in the opponent's hands, don't kill him. Swish. Just when Anita thought she was dead, an invisible force suddenly fell on herself, and then she flew to the side, passing the attack again. Anita, are you okay? The next second, 8 figures came to Anita, and they were the 8 demon generals of the demon clan. Although these 8 people have been stabilizing the formation, they are also paying attention to things here. When Yang Jian first appeared, they were surprised and didn't take it to heart. It can be seen that after the opponent's attack shattered Anita's weapon, they realized something was wrong, and then hurried over, just in time to save Anita. This person is very powerful, so be careful. Anita breathed a sigh of relief, frowning and looking at Yang Jian in the distance. Although the other party has not taken a step forward from Yang Jian's appearance to now, it makes them feel endless pressure inexplicably. This combination of one person and one dog, who is it? I didn't expect that there is such a powerful person in the Dingtian world. I wonder who you are. Among the 8 demon generals, a man stood up and looked at Yang Jian and asked with a smile. Kill your people. Swish. Yang Jian snorted coldly, and disappeared immediately. When he reappeared, he was not far away from the man, holding a 3-pointed 2-edged knife and killing the man. Humph, we, the 9 heavenly lords of the demon tribe, can't even block your attack. The demon man snorted coldly, and the demonic energy in his body exploded. The 8 Anita people also burst out with demonic energy and rushed forward. Boom. The next second, the attacks of the 9 heavenly lords met Yang Jian's attacks. The 9 demon clan members who were still confident at first were shocked. Although they were temporarily in a stalemate with Yang Jian's attack, you must know that all 9 of them, Tianzun, attacked together, but they could only barely block it. And it seems that this is just a casual attack by the man in front of him. If the other party takes it seriously, wouldn't they be dead? Anita, use the means given by that adult quickly, otherwise it will be too late. The demon man shouted softly. Fantasy, I rely on my mobile phone to pretend to be the emperor. Author, Beside Ermaran. Chapter 100. Okay, hold on. Anita nodded, and she came to the side in a flash, and a green stone appeared in her hand. Yang Jian naturally saw this scene, but did not stop him. He wanted to see what these ants could do. Buzz. Anita did not dare to hesitate, and the demonic energy in her body was directly injected into the green stone, and the green light on the stone suddenly became strong. The next second, a powerful aura emanated from the stone, and the whole world was trembling, as if it could not withstand this power. Boom. At this moment, a figure appeared from the green stone. Seeing this figure, Yang Jian was a little surprised, but more disdainful. What kind of method did he think it was? Dingtian world, after so many years, I am finally back. The mysterious man looked around, his eyes full of smiles. I have seen your excellency, this person is very powerful and difficult for us to deal with, so please help me, your excellency. Anita looked at the figure of the mysterious man and said hurriedly, "Oh." The mysterious man was a little surprised and looked at Yang Jian with a trace of disdain on his face. "Even a mere ant dares to run rampant in front of me." The mysterious man sneered, then waved his right hand, and a huge palm print fell from the sky, heading directly towards Yang Jian to suppress it. "Ridiculous." Boom. Ah! Yang Jian snorted coldly, and the power in his body exploded. The 8 demons who were in a stalemate with him screamed and flew back. And looking at the giant palm coming, Yang Jian's eyes were even more disdainful. "Do you want to take him down with this attack?" Eyes of heaven. Swish. After Yang Jian finished speaking, the heavenly eye between his eyebrows suddenly opened, and a golden light flew out from it, hitting the giant palm directly. Boom. After the giant palm was touched by the golden light, it showed no resistance at all and was shattered instantly, which made the mysterious man frown. "It's interesting that you actually have such magical powers. Boy, if you are willing to submit to me, I might be able to spare your life." The mysterious man looked at Yang Jian and said. He couldn't feel the powerful energy fluctuations on Yang Jian, but since he could crush his attack, the opponent's strength must have reached the level of immortal. And there is no such group of people on the opponent. The annoying aura of Yang Jian should not come to chase him. Now he is most lacking of subordinates. If he can subdue Yang Jian in front of him, it will definitely be useful in the future. Lord Benzin will not spare you. Roaring Sky Dog. Yang Jian snorted coldly, and after saying that, he started to kill the mysterious man. Woof woof woof. The roaring sky dog also roared and only attacked the strong demons. We can't beat you, how can we not beat a dog? The 9 demon clan members snorted coldly, and once again burst out their strength to greet the roaring sky dog. Boom. But soon, the 9 people who were originally confident became desperate. The 9 of them, the 9 heavenly lords, actually couldn't beat a dog. I didn't expect that the boy under Senior Huang was so powerful, but even a dog raised by him could crush 9 heavenly lords. This is too scary. Fortunately, Senior Huang is on our side. Otherwise, with so many of us together, we wouldn't be able to defeat even one of the other party's dogs. But who is the mysterious man who appeared? Judging from the aura on his body, it seems that he is not a demon. Everyone in Dingtian world looked at the sky with excitement. Now they all knew that Yang Jian who suddenly appeared was sent by the ancient emperor. I couldn't help but sigh at the strength of the ancient seniors. 1 person and 1 dog were like thousands of troops, resisting the attack of the demons. At this time, Yang Jian was already heading towards the mysterious man. "Since you are unwilling to surrender to me, don't blame me for being ruthless." The mysterious man snorted coldly, and a flash of lightning suddenly appeared in his hand, and he met Yang Jian. Boom. Ah! The attacks of the two collided, and powerful energy fluctuations were released in all directions. Yang Jian and the two were fine, but both sides of the audience screamed. As long as the strength is lower than that of the little venerable, whether they are on the side of Dingtian Great World or on the side of the demon clan, their faces will change, their energy and blood will surge, and a mouthful of blood will spurt out. "Go back quickly, we can't bear the attack from such a strong man," Wu Lingyuan said hurriedly, and everyone burst out their strength to hold up an energy protective shield, and at the same time retreated towards the rear. It was easy for the demons to do this, and the distance between the two sides was once again widened, but the battle in Tianji was not over yet. "Your strength, you have actually reached the heavenly immortal realm." The mysterious man looked at Yang Jian who was close at hand, his eyes full of shock. He had already used all his strength. He originally wanted to kill Yang Jian directly, but unexpectedly, the other party not only blocked it, but also did it very easily. The aura emanating from the other party's body, it can be seen that the opponent has reached the celestial immortal realm. Although the strength of his clone is not weak, it is just like an ant in front of the powerful people in the celestial immortal realm. Ben Zhenjun gives you a chance to summon your true form. Yang Jian said lightly. This is also the reason why he did not use all his strength to directly kill the opponent's clone. He had long realized that this was just the clone of the mysterious man. As for where the real body was, he could not sense it. Arrogant. Boom. The mysterious man gritted his teeth and burst out with strength again, trying to scare Yang Jian away and retreat. It's a pity that after the power exploded, Yang Jian still stayed in place without moving at all. On the contrary, he was knocked out and his figure became a little unreal. Swish. How about Ben Zhenjun giving you another chance? Yang Jian stood in front of the man for a moment, pointed the three-pointed two-edged sword at the man and asked lightly. The man frowned. Originally, he wanted to come to the Dingtian world and enjoy the feeling of being invincible. But where did he expect it? Unexpectedly encountered a powerful man in the realm of immortals. Not to mention invincible in the world, it became a question whether he could keep his clone. Ah! Sir, help me! Just as the man was thinking, screams rang out one after another. Looking around, he found that the 9 demon clan members were being chased by a dog, and they were unable to fight back. A bunch of trash. The man snorted coldly, I want to save him, but I can't save myself now. Roaring dog. Seeing that the man didn't speak, Yang Jian gave a light drink. The roaring dog that was chasing the 9 demon clan members paused and came to Yang Jian in a flash. Find me his true form. Yang Jian said calmly. Woof woof woof. The roaring sky dog nodded, and then planned to sniff the man's breath. Good chance. Looking at the roaring dog that suddenly came up to him, the man's eyes lit up, and he directly attacked the roaring dog with one hand. He still didn't believe it. He couldn't beat the three-eyed man in front of him, and he couldn't beat a dog.